Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the Huddle today. We want to talk about the Memorial Day weekend that we have and that's going on right now. And I want to introduce you to a couple of our associates. This is Stephanie and this is Dell.
Hello.
You're going to like getting to know both of them for a couple of reasons. First, we got together because you're in one of our associate resource groups called Serves, and we'll talk about it in a second. Secondly, most importantly, you both served in Air National Guard and also the Marine Corps.
Yes, that's correct.
Cool. Good. Yeah.
Right. Simplify.
I lived in a town called Jacksonville, North Carolina, which you probably are well aware of as a Marine. We had about 70,000 Marines in the town at the time, and wow, what a strong culture that you get from all branches of the military. I have an uncle who was commandant here in Arkansas for over 30 years in service, so part of our family. Dad was a Marine, so thanks to both of you for your service to the country. But I do want to talk about what you do here at Walmart. So maybe we'll just start there, and Dell, let's start with you first. Talk about what you're doing now.
So I work as a regional leader for Cybersecurity International, supporting the Asian market. So assisting the team with security posture, business strategy, and ensuring that Walmart system protected across the world. So very fun, busy job, but I enjoy what I do.
And how'd you get into cybersecurity?
I got into cybersecurity right after getting out of the service. So I was looking for opportunities to transition into that field, and I was able to get some mentors that were able to help me through the process. And from there, with one-on-ones and networking and education, I was able to find some opportunities.
Yeah, perfect. And where were you stationed last when you were serving before you made the leap back into the civilian world?
From the Marine Corps, I transitioned into the Air National Guard and was out on McConnell Air Force Base doing cyber intelligence. And then from there, the opportunity arose to work with a couple of different companies, and then I ended up with Walmart doing some great things.
Perfect. So cyber intelligence, probably where you got the idea started, and here you are today.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, Stephanie, same question. What are you doing now?
I work on the Associate Learning and Leadership team as a learning service architect supporting our academies. So I create content supporting the leadership space to help develop our associates across the country.
Okay, great. And then same question, where were you? Where were you stationed? How'd you get here?
Yes, I've been in the Air National Guard for 19 years. I grew up in Maine, so I started there. After college, moved to Texas, and then now I serve here in Arkansas, so 3 different states. How I got here, I accepted an opportunity on our base, short notice, to start facilitating content, and Walmart happened to have a facilitation job when I moved to Arkansas, and so it was a great opportunity to take those skills and transfer them here.
Yeah, certainly is. It's just so cool how many skills you pick up when you're in the military that are just an easy transition. Same kind of work, but it does really shape the culture of the country. Like so many people learn about logistics and leadership and discipline. So talk about that for a second. Maybe start with you. The things that you let's just say on the personal level, the things that you learned about who you are and how you want to lead and who you want to be that you learned while serving. What are those things? What were they? And then how do they help you here as a Walmart associate?
Sure. I think the most direct correlation is our Air Force core values. So integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Very closely aligned with Walmart.
Yeah, we have one more in there, but it's also closely aligned.
Exactly. So it aligns really well. And so those are drilled into us from basic training, and our character should match those 3. And then from there, you learn your leadership skills and the sense of teamwork. And I think that really helps us come over and add those skills here at Walmart. Yeah,
something you said that is really important in there. When your personal character aligns with the principles of the organization, and as you said, 3 of the 4, we have 4 base principles here. You said 3 of them, they're basically the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, very, very similar. That's fantastic. So Dell, same thing. And what about your career as a Marine or later serving that helped you in your role here at Walmart?
With my service, I was able to get various skills with camaraderie, building leadership skills, and also effective communication because of all the travel I've done all over the world. Being able to see different walks of life and interact with people to get things done and accomplish the mission aligns with Walmart and the values that Walmart does to serve the customers around the world. So being able to take those values and bring them over helped me excel in the role I am in today.
Yeah, it's interesting between both of you. What you hear is serving other people. That's what we do. We serve our associates, and our leadership team. We serve our customers. So it's all about serving others. So let's talk about the Serves Associate Resource Group for a second. Why don't you tell everyone what it is and what it means to you?
What truly means is connecting veterans throughout their communities and creating a place where people can connect, work together, and help each other, whether it's with health and wellness or career opportunities or just that sense of belonging. And that's what Serves is all about. We reach out, whether it's in-person events or virtual, to ensure there's inclusion and ensure that we're able to provide resources for those that are in need.
It's really networking, and what I find when I'm talking to that group or other resource groups or associates of the country is that I always find that we have more in common than we have different, and it's just great to know other people are in similar situations and similar learning journeys, and it's a great way to get support from others. So speaking of the time frame we're in, Stephanie, maybe let's start with you. Memorial Day, time of remembrance. Some people call it a holiday, but really what it is it's time to remember those that gave the ultimate sacrifice so we could be here. What's it mean to you?
Yeah, I think it's, a lot of us, as you mentioned, take it as a holiday and spend time with our families. And I think it's important to take a moment to pause and remember why you're able to do that and why you're able to enjoy that time with your family or be at that barbecue, and just pause and remember everyone who gave that ultimate sacrifice for us to live in this great country and have the freedoms that we have today.
And from growing up in Maine before you knew what it was and before you enlisted and did all the things that you've done, when did it hit you that this is really a different type of observance and weekend?
Yeah, I think growing up, my dad had been in the Marine Corps during Vietnam, and
Same
he did
here.
lose some friends during Vietnam. And so I think he always talked about that in the house, and it's important to him to take a moment and remember those people that gave their lives, and he was a part of that. And so we knew what it was. We always took a moment, but I think now having the service connection myself and having deployed, you see the way that other people live and recognize that it's not the same as what we have here. And so it is important that we understand the value of our military service and our military members, and especially those who have given the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, I totally agree. I grew up with a father who's Marine, also served in Vietnam, so I heard about it my entire life, but it means more to you as you become an adult. And for me it was living outside of the Camp Lejeune main base when I was running the Walmart Supercenter, and that was during 9/11, so I saw a lot of people leave town and obviously be deployed to go fight. So it changed my perspective and just an additional level. So, same question for you, Dell. What about this observance is special to you? What's important, and when did it change for you?
So my dad was in a Vietnam War vet. He was part of the 101st Airborne, and I learned very quickly the importance of Remembrance Day because I remember all the times we had various conversations about the things he's seen, his friends, and the challenges that he faced. Trying to stay positive and think about the positive things that he went through with his friends and family through those situations. So, and it actually hit me harder for when I came back from my deployments and, losing friends or family, in various combat situations. It really hit me hard because now when those times come and we go to the cemetery or we have those events around Memorial Day, it's a sense of reflection on those that you served with that made the sacrifice.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting. All three of us started in the same place with parents who were in the Vietnam conflict, and it's just an important time to remember and observe that so many people have done so much for us so that we can be here, to have these great careers in learning and cybersecurity and hire all the veterans and spouses that you talked about. So an important time for all of us to remember, observe. There are a few days here where it'll be really busy, but we'll just encourage everyone to take some time on Monday and observe this point in time and recognize those that have done so much for all of us. So thanks to both of you. Great to spend time with both of you. Your stories are very inspiring. Love the work you're doing, and and keep up the good work. There's so many things that we can do as together in the company. It means a lot. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.